Alright, pop back here to my head I'm working on. I'm doing these other 4 holes here. Got these first 2 drilled. Well, we got this 3rd hole back here, which is right where the goes into our port. And it's a very important hole to not drill very deep. So get up here, you can see it. So it's this hole right here. And if you go in too deep, you come in the top of your intake port up in here. So you gotta make sure you know how deep you gotta go. So I went ahead and measured this thing real close, and basically you take your drill, stick it in the hole, put your thumbnail in there, pull it up, and you can see what the dimension is there, and you measure it. So you take your 6-inch scale here and you measure it, and working backwards here doesn't work very good, but basically look up in there, it's roughly about 450 thousandths. So it's between 4 and 450 thousandths. I measure 2 heads, it's in between those 2 numbers. So I go ahead and drill that hole back over there on the new head, which is way back over here. Oh. See it? That was before, wasn't it? This tripod sucks, don't they? And it's close enough for what we're doing now. So when I drill this one right here, which you can't even see, and way over here, there we go. So when I drill out this hole right here, I gotta make sure I don't go more than 450 down. So I'm going between about 425 is what I'm gonna shoot for. So when you do that stuff, you gotta make sure rough numbers at 7/16 of an inch is about what you go down. That's 435. So averaged off. So just want to come back and make sure that you knew that number, because if you drill too much, you will have a definite leak into your intake port. So alright, that's where I'm at on that. So I'm going to go back to drilling these other 4 holes, and we'll come back for the heater close. Alright, back showing this hole here. That's that real one you got to be careful with. So I just ran the tap to it the first time. Crap out of the hole. We come back with our bottoming tap. Alright, so easy it is with the quick change tool in here. Maybe let's make sure we got enough depth in here. These aren't the correct screws, but should get me close to what I need for adjustment. So yeah, it looks like it'll be fine. Still haven't put a cover on here yet, so we should have an extra 1/16 of an inch, looks like, on the compression height. So I want to make sure we double check. Now is the time to fix if we gotta go deeper. And there's nothing up inside the port, so that's a good sign. So I just want to show you that so you know where we're at on that one. I'm going to finish up these other 2 holes now. I'm checking my fit of my screws here, make sure I'm not bottoming out. This one here, we got the fin down here. A light on that. You see how that the screw is not all the way through the casting right there. You can see it. This one over here, if you look at it, it's a little bit higher than this one here or this one here. So it's hung up about maybe 30 thousandths up, maybe. It's bottomed out right now. And you look at the screws over here. These are your stock replacement screws. And you can see how the screw is about an 1/8 inch longer than the stock one. So if we're only being held up by 30 thousandths and the screw's an 1/8 inch higher, that means we got plenty of room, extra clearance. So even though this is bottomed out, we're okay. Because I don't want to cut that out anymore than I have to, because we'll come in the top of the port. So before you finish all this kind of work, you got to double check all of this stuff. So anyway, I got all these screws in there now, except I haven't helicoiled over here yet. But this is just a mock-up for the gasket. You can see how these things all screw in there nice and cleanly. These are just sitting right in here. These other ones are tight. So everything lines up good. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this back off, just put the D-ring back down, and I'm going to center up these 3 screws over here, and then we'll go ahead and helicoil those.